Listen, a round of a motherfucking applause for P-Valley last name. Come on, y'all. I mean, the writing is just phenomenal this season. Okay? We opened up with none other than the original Dream Girl, the original Laurel, opening up singing at what used to be her place. Okay? Never mind the prostitution that was going on around her, because Miss Grandmother was serving up on that stage. Okay? It was a beautiful moment. It did make me a little sad because obviously she is going through a transition moment here where she sees her daughter, which is Clifford's mom, and she's like, come, it's time to rest, Mom. And she's like, I'm not ready, baby, in her voice. But it's just like, damn. Like, I immediately was like, is she gonna die this episode? Then we get this wholesome moment between her, Little Homicide, a.k.a. Little Calculator, a.k.a. Little Murder, okay? I cannot with Uncle Clifford's nicknames, honey. I mean, the Little Homicide just set me. I just love him and Miss Ernestine's moments. It's beautiful. He is such a, like, listen, the character development on Little Murder, bitch. I mean, honestly, it's so hard to just pinpoint certain things because the whole episode, like, they touched on so many things in this one damn episode. We went through grief, guilt, COVID, generational curses, teenage pregnancy, abortion, abuse. I mean, emotional damage. It was just so good. And Haley, a.k.a. Lakeisha, a.k.a. Savage, a.k.a. Fenty, all the nicknames, Autumn. Listen, she was coming through with the nicknames today, okay? We have this dialogue, which I think her acting was amazing, Autumn, in this scene. Because I have always, me personally, I have never, the first episode I saw where they was going with her character, but nothing ever gravitated me towards her character, and I almost felt like we don't really need her here. But now she is giving purpose, honey, in this episode for me. So this dialogue between her and Uncle Clifford about the paint, she is still trying to sell her club, and Uncle Clifford is like, there's no amount of money that's going to replace a legacy. There's no amount of money that's going to replace the fact that my ancestors have built this place. And Haley ain't trying to hear it. She all about $1. She don't care about nothing Uncle Clifford is talking about. I don't know what's going to happen to the paint, but, you know, after seeing Miss Ernestine do her thing, knowing, you know, how this place was passed down through their family, I hope they don't lose it. What a way to display the generational curse in this episode of how Mercedes was a teenage mom, ended up getting her daughter taken away by the biological father and stepmother, and now here her daughter is 15, 14, I don't remember how old she is, pregnant. And Mercedes she's taking her to the clinic to explore her options. But Terica's like, the only people that go there is people who are getting abortions. So is that what you want me to do? She's like, I'm going to do whatever you want to do. Throughout the journey of them traveling to Jackson, to this clinic, Sadie's is constantly reminded of what her mother did to her growing up as a teenager, and she's constantly having these flashbacks and seeing her mother within herself and how she's dealing with her daughter now. And obviously she's trying to break the generational curse here because she does not want her daughter to ever feel like the way she felt with her mother. And that lady, ugh. Okay, I think another ass kicking is needed. I don't condone beating up your mama now, but that lady there, how you gonna tell this girl, we can't pay for the meal, you want to do your thing, and then you find a condom in her freaking wallet, and then you beat her like a crazy woman in the middle of the restaurant? Like, you dummy. Like, you're a weirdo. Her mom is a weird. I can't with her mom. Anyway, moving on from there, Haley is finally doing the right thing. Once again, she is trying to save Keyshawn, okay, from this abusive ass white man. Keyshawn, Miss Mississippi. From the time you found out he was putting his hands on your child, I don't care if you had to walk to the bank. You should have got out that house, girl. But I know it's not easy when you're in that situation. So, once again, Haley is giving her a way out. She done showed up at the house like the little devil in the red, okay? With some phone and told the baby another traumatizing story. Why they always telling these baby these scary fairy tales? Anyway, but in so many words, she was speaking in code like, listen, you want out? You let me know when you ready to swim. Because we went out. However, can somebody explain the story to me? Because she was finally breaking down the whole thing with her and her daughter and the guy. I wasn't following. So if anybody could explain what happened with her and her daughter and all that, let me know in the comments. Anyway, so I'm hoping she uses that phone because I'm tired. She got to go. He got to go. Somebody got to go. Anyway, then we have this beautiful moment between Clifford and Lil Murda. It was like they found Miss Ernestine down at the water. Miss Ernestine is clearly about to be out of here. They send her off in the ambulance, and Uncle Clifford is just a mess. She's crying in the shower. She is going through it, and Lil Murda tries to, lift her spirits by playing Cisco, which is something she called him earlier in the day, and dressing up the way, she dresses. And it's another important part in the episode is in the beginning, or sometime in the beginning, where Lil Murda was like, have you always been this way? Who is Uncle Clifford? No, he was like, what are you, or who are you? And she said, I'm Uncle Clifford. It was like, who the world won't let me be. That damn Lil Murda. But anyway, so they having this little kiki moment. And listen, Lil Murda be knowing what he doing, because he kikied his ass right up in that bed. Okay? Right up in that bed. And next thing you know, they kissing. They both vulnerable, because that's another thing. Lil Murda, that episode was full of him going through this grief moment over Lil Tik, as well as guilt, for not being able to stop him. It was a lot of emotions between Uncle Clifford and Lil Murda. So obviously when those things happen and you're with somebody that you're in love with, these type of things is gonna happen. Y'all gonna feel the need to lean on each other. And boy, not Lil Murda being the bottom. That nigga said, fill me up, nigga. Ooh. After he done really gotten to understanding who Uncle Clifford is, and then had to correct the EMT on her pronouns. That man in love. He playing the bottom and fill me up and not using the condom. Lil Murda in love, y'all, and I'm here for it. And then the episode ends with Terica. Listen, Mercedes said, listen, you driving. We going to Jackson, or we going back to Chucalissa? Where we going? Child, when Terica put on that blinker, headed right towards Jackson, and Mercedes is out that window like, we always deal with her. Thank you, Jesus, because that child don't need to be having no baby. The curse stops here. I'm ready for next episode. It better not be the last episode. Okay. Like, kudos, P-Valley. Y'all are doing the motherfucking thing. Okay? Serving what needs to be served.